Welcome back to the show. October is Children's Vision Month. A lot to think about when it comes to vision, not only just for children, but for adults as well. But because it is Children's Vision Month, we're going to be talking about some of the things you can do and some of the things that your children should be putting in their bodies to help with their vision. Dr. Joyce Johnson back on the show with us, talking about simple foods to improve your child's eye health. Welcome. Great to have you in person here.
I know.
This is wonderful.
This is surreal.
You rolled into town for the National Women's Show.
Yes.
You're going to be presenting there Saturday and Sunday, right?
Saturday and Sunday, yes.
What are your presentations around?
I'm doing a talk on aging gracefully.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So kind of not the same as this, but
No, that's great. Let's talk about, first of all, when it comes to children's eye health. I don't think a lot of us necessarily immediately go to food and nutrients, right?
No, they don't. You know what? Like, everyone thinks about carrots, right? That's what we think about for eye health, which is valid, right? They contain vitamin A, so that's important. But there's a lot of other things that are involved in helping to create healthy eyes. And we know, you want your kids to be able to maintain and preserve their vision for as long as possible. And if you're a parent that has had bad eyes or vision loss or vision issues, it's even more important to make sure that you're giving your kids the best opportunity they can have.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And of course, going to the eye doctor is important, but knowing things like this is incredibly important as well. So we're going to talk about a few different types of nutrients.
Yeah.
Number one is lutein, and you got to tell me the pronunciation of the other one.
Okay, lutein and zeaxanthin.
Zeaxanthin.
Zeaxanthin, yes, you have to do that, Noah.
Yeah, you have to do it like that at home.
So they're both antioxidants, and we've heard of lutein helps prevent age-related macular degeneration. So that's something that we're aware of. But lutein and zeaxanthin help to absorb blue light. So you think about the blue light that is radiating out of devices, they help to filter out the blue light. You can find these nutrients in like greens, collard greens, spinach. I have kale, broccoli here. You can also find them in like orange colored vegetables as well. They're fat soluble, so if you're going to eat these vegetables, add a little bit of olive oil, because it'll help you to better absorb those nutrients.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Next up is vitamin C and bioflavonoids. I know vitamin C. I have no idea what bioflavonoids are.
Yes, so vitamin C and bioflavonoids, they're both antioxidants. Vitamin C, not just for your immune health. It's also helpful for sort of the structures of your eye. It helps with producing collagen, which we know is vital in the structures of your eye.
Right.
You can get vitamin C in things like I have red peppers, strawberries, oranges. You see that the most. And then the bioflavonoids, specifically anthocyanins. So think about the deep purple colors. Right? That is going to help with, your cornea, the health of your blood vessels in your eye, and you can get those like red grapes. I have some blueberries, raspberries, and you can always get vitamin C out of a supplement too, especially when you get into like, kids going to school.
Yeah, for sure. And there's so many available, in stores now. The next one, and everybody will be familiar with this, and not only good for your eyes, but good for brain health, so many other things, and that we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids, right?
Yes, so omega-3, we know it has so many other uses, but specifically for your eye, it has DHA is part of omega-3. There's a high concentration in the photoreceptors of your eye, and it's especially important when your eye is developing. You think about like women that are pregnant, young infants, preschool-age children. We're trying to help enhance the health, the overall health of the eye.
Right.
So I have some salmon here, chia, flax seeds are great, walnuts as well. So these are other ways that you can get omega-3, and that's really important too for that eye.
And of course supplements too, right? Which you brought along as well. If if you don't feel that you're getting enough from the foods that you're eating, but you're always foods first, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Foods first, supplements second.
Yes.
If you need to top up. Vitamin A is the next one. Let's talk about vitamin A.
Yeah, so we talked about vitamin A earlier. Vitamin A, it's critical for like retinal function, maintain the health of like the surface layers of your eye. You can find them in different foods. Like I have some cantaloupe, tomatoes, I have eggs. The highest concentration of vitamin A is in liver.
Really?
If you can get your kids to eat it. My kids actually like liver pate. So that's another way
That's a
that you
good
can
way.
that you
Yeah.
can get vitamin A in. And along with that nutrient, we know that that one is so important for the overall health of the eye. And actually, vitamin A deficiency is the leading cause of blindness in developing nations.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And that's
Okay.
probably why we know vitamin A being directly related to
Right.
your eye, like sort of as a mass.
We've concentrated a lot on,
Yeah.
pregnancy, young children, infants, and so forth. But what about that transition, to the teen years and young adult years? What should they be taking into consideration at those ages?
Well, I think as you're getting into those ages, you want to be looking at things that are going to help filter the blue light.
Right.
You're going to want to, maybe you're going to have blue light glasses, and that's another option. Or if you are a glasses wearer, get the blue light filter put in to help maintain the health of your eye. Get outside. They found that getting outdoors helps decrease the risk of developing nearsightedness.
Oh, yeah.
But
that
wear your
makes sense.
sunglasses.
Right.
And then they also say follow this 20-20 rule. So
Okay.
you're going to close your eyes for 20 seconds every 20 minutes of screen time.
Close your eye. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and I guess that's sort of that idea of stepping away, right, from screen time, because not
Absolutely.
only do we see teens and into young adulthood, especially as you're going perhaps to your first career, right, and you might be in front of a computer all day,
All
and
day.
then into the evening, right? You're playing, computer games maybe with friends and that kind of thing. So
Yeah, and
these breaks are important.
Absolutely. Even in high school, the kids are sitting with their laptops on their desks pretty
Right.
much for every class
Yeah.
all day, apart from maybe if you're doing like math and functions and those types of classes. But you're in front of your laptop quite a bit. And these kids are experiencing extra fatigue. 'Cause if they're coming home from school exhausted, that eye strain is part of that exhaustion.
Yeah, makes sense, and it's a busy time for kids. And the last thing I'll just mention: good hand hygiene is another one. And
Yes.
if your kids are playing sports, make sure you get them some protective eyewear as well, because you just never know. Joyce, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Joyce will be at the National Women's Show on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back after this.